Hello and welcome to the Kev Talks podcast. This is the podcast for anyone interested in hearing industry-leading best practice processes, particularly from people in the healthcare, technology, and public safety spaces. Lessons learned are shared and knowledge passed on through facilitated conversations or solo episodes with host Kevin Pennell. That's me. Kevin shares his 20 plus years of experience as a U.S. Navy veteran, public safety professional, and healthcare IT program and project manager. In the end, this podcast has a little something for everyone, especially those who want to make progress in their personal and professional lives. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, for subscribing, and now let's hear more about this episode. Hey everybody, welcome to Foundations Friday, episode 81. Share your experience before you share your opinion. This is not just my sentiment, but I think it's a really good one. I got it when I was listening on my walk this morning, a couple miles in the cold. It was great. Good way to start your day. Highly recommend it. But to Masters of Scale Rapid Response series. It came out Thursday, and it features Lululemon Athletica CEO Calvin McDonald. And Calvin talks about when you come in as a leader to not just give your opinion right away, right? Sit there and listen to your people, because giving your opinion right away as a leader can sway the way things go. And honestly, he's talking about when you're a new leader, and he wasn't new to being a leader, but a new leader 5 years ago at Lululemon, that you can sway. And if it's in your first 100 days, you might be wrong, right? Because you don't know the company, you don't know the culture, you don't know the people. And so he talks about maybe sharing your experience first. Like, well, we did something like similar and here's what we used. And then maybe folks can talk about whether or not that would fit where you are now, or with the team, or with that project or program, or as you'll hear in upcoming episodes, with the products, when I'm going to talk about some product management. So I highly recommend listening to Masters of Scale in general, but then also the Rapid Response series. It's kind of quick hits, half an hour or so. And thank you for listening to this episode, this podcast, Kev Talks. Go to kevtalkspod.com, where you can hear past episodes. I have templates, resources, things like that. Learn a little bit about jiu-jitsu and more about leadership lessons like this, where it's important to share your experience, help the team grow, let them make decisions, and then give your opinion down the road. I value your opinion. Reach out to me at kpedalproductions@kevtalkspod.com for email, or there's a feedback form. Or if you want to be on the show or have a guest, there's a guest request on there. You can support the show, give a little or not. Again, still going to be free. But thanks so much for listening to the Kev Talks podcast. I hope you enjoyed my interview and discussion with Katie McCullough this past week. Really helpful tips to start up a high-functioning project management office, or PMO. Got some great episodes coming up with some folks that are kind of famous in the Hollywood scene, in the product development scene. And we'll talk a little public safety too. So I got some great episodes lined up. Really happy to fill up the calendar and bring some guests to the podcast world and to you all. Thank you everybody for listening. Remember to have that plan so you can keep teams in sync and moving in the right direction. Stay informed with facts, not just fear or rumors, and get involved so you can make a difference in your organization and in the world. Godspeed everybody.